We have one more left for the Dark Urge, and this is going to be Rampage or Redemption. We'll knock this one out as well. Alright, we got to deal with armored folks, so we need a tank in quickly. Nayeli, we need a tank in quickly. Nayeli, where'd you go, Nayeli? Alright, we're going to do it like this. Healing going on, and some buffage. Alright. We do have to kind of build a formation because of the armor. Okay. And away we go. Now we do have a chest. Oh, we got a silver one too. Bing. Gold the Dark Urge chest. This is the last. Woo! We got an epic because our pity timer hit. We hit our pity timer. So there's just self-damage. 350. And it was in the right spot. That was the last place that we needed an upgrade. So the Dark Urge is now fully operational battle station. We've got blues. Full blue or better. Full blue or better. Still got to do that for Dadius. He's still got 4 greens here, but we have 4 gold. Oh, no, that's Briv. Ugh. Dadius, and we need more Dadius chests. We need 4 more gold Dadius chests. We're still waiting for 2 more greens on Briv. And then we'll have 4 of those taken care of with the chests that we have saved up. All right. I did. But we'll see. Do I want to use Briv here? Or... No, I'm probably going to use I'm probably going to use Calliope here. Like this. Again, I want more of a simulated new player experience as best I can. There's a little rough placement of Calliope because she can't really shield the front line as well. Well, actually, I think she might jump gaps, but we won't be able to reach over here because I need Celeste buffing the Dark Urge and Bruner buffing the Dark Urge. I think she might jump this gap with her shield. We'll find out when he takes damage for the first. When Nayeli takes damage for the first time. Speaking of Bruner. Tells me he's offline. Okay, hold on. There we go. You gotta love when I look over into my screen that's supposed to be showing me a stream preview and it shows me it's offline. Oh, Twitch. And I gotta say, Events 2.0 has made the subreddit highly active lately. I think this is the most active I've seen the subreddit in a very long time. That feels good. Feels good. The more people engage with the community, usually the better their experience is. It's kind of the way this community works. I'll go back to Hitch. One more. This, yeah, that'll be fine. Yeah. Like this. We're all figments of my you're all figments of my imagination. Well, that makes sense. That would make a lot of sense. Linder's variants look like they could be rough at higher tiers. I haven't looked. But yeah, some of them are going to be rougher than others. Like Dadius is, yeah, like I was saying earlier. Dadius is second, third variant. Or challenge. Tier 3 was pretty AFK. I think I did all the way through tier 3 of everything with speed champions, basically. But tier 4 is more challenging. I don't even know if Star Wars Galaxies would need newer graphics. They had pretty realistic looking graphics. They need to scale them, obviously, for 4K. So I guess in that regard, sure. But the graphic style was always a fairly realistic looking graphic style that I appreciated. Which was what was so off-putting to me when I first played WoW. Was going from fairly realistic looking graphics to cartoons, effectively. I was like, and now here I am playing this, right? But, you know, it's been quite a long time. But yeah, back then it was... What? Obviously, MC, I disagree. I did not like the graphics at all. You know, they made a choice and they went with it and it worked well for them. So kudos to them. Doesn't mean I have to like it. Doesn't mean I have to like it. So. And I did not. Delicious Diversion. I did fine on Delicious Diversion in tier 4. Oh, wait. Oh, no, I haven't done tier 4. Never mind. I don't know. I was thinking on this account, we made it through Delicious Diversion. It was a little challenging in tier 1, but we did it. I haven't unlocked anyone other than Dark Urge and Dadius on my main account, so I don't know what the top tiers are looking like. And I'll be honest, as someone who has all the champions, I'm looking at all those unlocks going, yeah, I mean, I need to do them all eventually, so I'm gonna, but like, who to pick? I don't know. I feel like it's got to be Briv, and then potentially just dump all my contracts into him. Because, well, you know, what else are you going to do? But, okay, I just realized we got a slight problem. Houston, we have a problem. I am going to have to switch this to Briv. Because I need another tank. So, never mind. Because it's a 3-champion frontline. Okay. Okay. I forgot what formation I was in. It happens. Hmm, 25 more gems. I can buy another chest. How are we doing on the collection? That's actually something I should check in on. I didn't complete anything else. 905 out of 1,000. Cool. Almost halfway there. Trying to get to Mert. Trying to get that Mert unlock. Not in, and none of these matter. None of these matter. 20 champions. This matters. We need to keep unlocking stuff in the event. But I want to complete, obviously I'm going to complete the stuff that I've unlocked, and then next, or next week. Wednesday, I'll unlock another champion. So we got 2 more champions that'll fill in here, 19. So 19. And then either a time gate after that or a Zaka after that would get us to 20. So we'd be ready to unlock Mert, but again, we're 905 total item levels. The rest of this. This is all campaign stuff, and we're not even anywhere remotely close to that yet. So now the rest of that's really going to be, I'm. There's a lot of things that present themselves with the collection in terms of guide quests, and I'm finding that they're not all functionally useful or helpful or even helpful appearing when they do. Necronus, it's not supposed to. This isn't Events 2.0 isn't a replacement for seasons. It's a fix for events. And they're not gonna do seasons anymore. The one thing that replaces from seasons is how they deliver reworks. It's not supposed to make up for all of those rewards you were getting during seasons. They will have to introduce other ways to introduce all that kind of progress. But it's not, in this sense, this isn't a one and done fix for what got removed with seasons. This is just the replacement for how they're going to rework champions going forward, which is what seasons were doing. It's also an improved way to gear up. People have been asking for ways to get gear for older champions, to obtain and gear up older champions, and in better ways than they did before, and this is part of a solution for that. Part of a solution for that. Looking at either Briv, Alinda, or Myria. Briv. Briv. Speaking of, did we get more? We did. Briv. They all dodged the horse. All of them dodged the horse. Hey, one landed on the horse. All right. It cracks me up. So many people picking Rosie. I see people talking about Rosie. I'm like, really? That was a decision people made with their unlock. Wow. Yeah, I mean, time gates were a waste, a little bit of a waste of time for some people before. Like in-game people, if you had all the champions, time gates became, and they were full epic. Time gates became a thing you just didn't do anymore. But now time gates are, even for newer players, aren't necessarily the most efficient way to spend. They're not the best way to spend your time gate pieces now, which is problematic. Such is why time gates are going to be, kind of on the priority list for changes once they get done with this phase and can move into future stuff.
Renzo thanks his sidekick.
But because of those champions, no one has Rosie. Aww. Hey, Black Widow, thank you for 32 months. Much appreciated. First time ever past zone 1400. Nice. Do you need to use the character to get their event tier buff? So to get Daddy's 200%. I don't know about the all champions damage ones. That's the question. I was looking at my questions list. I was like, that needs to be a question. Champions get all damage buff from completing their tiers. Is that buff always on? Or even on the bench? Or do you need to be in the party to grant it to others? Yeah, I'm sure somebody has it on the list. I just want to make sure it gets asked when Dev Insights hits again this week. But yeah, I don't know. I don't actually know. It's like my hope is it's a global passive because you've earned it, so it would be nice to use it, right? But I don't know that that's the case. So like this is just ultimate attack damage. What a waste of a buff. But there isn't a whole lot to buff on Brew. That isn't already ridiculous. But yeah, some of them give all champs damage. To raise the damage of all champions. Well, I don't know. Obviously, this one only works if Briv's in, but the other one is a big question mark. Yeah, but the way it's worded and whether it actually works or not, two different things, right? So we just need some clarification. Just need some clarification. How far do we have to go? 175. You know what? No, I don't have a lot of speed potions, unfortunately. We're going to need those for other things. Other things. Did I put Kent in any of my Festival Fools 2.0? Or like on my main account? No. They appear separately in the list from events time gates? Why would they be separate? Did they buff Kent and not tell everybody? I get it, Necronus. It's just, that's not a... Like, first off, they were delivering way above and beyond what they should have been from the get-go. And they, kept changing and adjusting the rewards, and it was still way... They gave way too much in seasons. I don't know what they were thinking. Yeah. But, this opens up room for more systems to deliver in different ways. I mean, I know there's things I would love to see in the game, but I don't know what their priorities are and what they want to have, what Wizards of the Coast is okay with, who knows. But yeah, I just generally, Baishi, I don't generally like throw Kent in anywhere. I forget all the time. I'm not good about that, so I would not have thrown him into an event run because because I think I might already have a 2000 with him. I don't even know. I don't pay attention. When we go back to playing my main account, there are a lot of check boxes I need to check off, and I need to make a list and work through the collection quests, but also like tick off things like that and just go out and nail all that stuff so that everything is maxed. Because it definitely isn't. I don't get why some champions have a soft cap way below the level needed to open up all the fleet sets. That's all champions. It's not some. It's all of them. All champions in the game currently soft cap below the level needed to open the 4th feat slot by design. It is because they add more soft cap, they upgrade soft caps over time, and the way they set up the last one, the way they set up tier 4 feat slots, or the 4th feat slot, was that you had to over level. You just have to. That was the way they set up the original 2nd feat slot when feats were added in the first place as well, because originally there were only 2 feat slots. Oh, we're in an ad break. I'm having a cookie. People are resetting Light in the Darkness to give Vernica to target on us. Oh. Good luck. I got lucky. She targeted Blushi. I was like, I'm good. I don't care. That'll work. It was bad enough that when I was having to use nerds, I had to shake that cart for like 10 minutes straight. Just trying to get the right combo in. Ugh. Gar's chosen to accept cookies on this account. It's Monday after daylight savings. It's a cookie day. Yeah, I'm see on just like on one run where you soft cap, like just you're in a soft cap. Turn it over to X100, and then just take the time and level up all of your champions, get past the soft cap to where they need, to what they need to get for their thing, and then it's done forever. And then when you get a new champion, you just got to do that again. That's the first thing I do when I get a new champion is level them up to max to get a look at what all their stuff is, and then over max to get their feats. But no, I don't know who Max is. Leave cookies, sun chips, and root beer out? It has to be very specific cookies. These are basically they aren't Girl Scout cookies, but they're basically the Keebler version of Girl Scout cookies. So these are Coconut Dreams. Tips to beat the tier fours. You just, I mean, it's a power check. How much power do you have in your account? And do you understand the variant rules? Do you have a lot of champions that fit into that restriction? I mean, like I'm having a hard time on my main account with one right now. It's a full-on power check for tier 4. So, which means you need legendary levels. You need supercharged Modron cores, but more importantly, legendary levels. Oh yeah, DVD of F1 racing. That was good this weekend. Well, if you ignore the first two, first two finishers, I mean that part of the race was part of the race was garbage. It's just the same thing over and over again. But like, they had an 18-year-old have to sub in for Ferrari over the weekend because one of the drivers got appendicitis. And Oliver Behrman, Ollie, he did good. He showed up. That's all I wanted this weekend. I'm like, look, the youngest British driver in Ferrari history, 18 years old. He's an F2 driver, and he had already done qualifying for F2 on that track and won pole position. And they're like, sorry, you don't get to race and probably win in F2. You're coming and racing in F1 for us. And he showed up. He did so good. Scored, I think, 7th points for the team. Like, in his first ever race. It was great. It was great. And there was some good jostling for positions and some chases and some fights, and probably the very best team play I have ever seen with Hulkenberg and Magnussen. Holy cow. I have never seen someone pull off a stall, like holding back, like delaying the rest of the train of cars from progressing. It basically let his team held them back and did this on purpose because he was out of the race. He had like 20 seconds worth of penalties. He was going to end up in last place no matter what, pretty much. So he held up all the other drivers legally, didn't do anything to get him in trouble, but prevented them from going by, backed him up, let the other driver get far enough ahead that driver had time to pit and get back out, still in front of the train, and then was like, okay, you're good, thanks. And then he's like, and then off. Like, it wasn't lacking power at all. Just smooth played the whole thing. And it was, like, that's something that should go down in, like, history. Like, teach players how to be a team player. That was it right there. It was so good to watch. Oh, so good. Yeah, Shevek, we were talking about F1. Yeah, Behrman did good. Behrman did real good. I have a feeling, I said it after the race, I was like, Ferrari's kind of got to be going, should we have paid Hamilton so much money? Because Behrman. Like, they got to be wondering right now. Because Hamilton's signed to join them next year, but Behrman. But Behrman, holy crap. That was good. It was good. So yeah, that race was probably, despite the fact that, you know, first and second was like snooze fest. The rest of that race was really good. Was it like a shake and bake thing? It wasn't really Legend of Ricky Bobby. No, but it was just very good playing of, like, this track was kind of very narrow with lots of blind corners and stuff, and so it's very hard to overtake if someone. There aren't a lot of places to overtake, and so he would slow them down through corners where he could kind of take a good smooth lines, and then when you get on the straightaways, then he'd just hit the gas, and they couldn't pass him, and then he'd back up, and then he'd slow down again, and I mean, slowing an entire group of drivers down over 20 seconds, a separation, is ridiculous. Ridiculous. And he just kept doing it. I thought he was just trying to get, when he hit 10, I was like, oh, this is smart. They're trying to give him like a 12, 13 second diff in case a safety car comes out. And then the next thing I know, it's at 20, and I'm like, oh no, they're just going to do it and pit him. Holy crap. It was neat. It was neat. Because that just doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen. So just amazing team play. Yeah. Yeah, we're definitely at the stage where the rest of the field is where the racing is. Yeah, when the interesting part is from like third place and back. It's even then it wasn't even third. Honestly, I feel like it was fourth or fifth on back. That's not healthy. It feels. If they could pay him the bare minimum, the bare minimum. That's good. Yeah, no, he's definitely on people's to watch lists now. If he wasn't before, yeah. And you got to worry. You got to worry as a driver. Anywhere on the field, like when's his contract coming up? Could he come take over in my team? Because he was good. He was real good. Is Behrman really this person's name? Yes, Oliver Behrman. He's British lurking writer, although I believe he lives in Italy now. Yeah, Ollie Behrman. I don't know if Red Bull's worried. Well, I would. Red Bull's got Liam Lawson. Liam came in last year when Ricardo broke his hand, and Liam did real good. Like honestly, Liam did better than Yuki, and Yuki got to keep his seat for a lot of non-driving reasons, I believe, in my opinion. There's a lot of politics, but I think Ricardo's in trouble. Ricardo came out to try to like show that he could drive, and he has not been performing. So Liam may be safe and moving up into Red Bull's slot, and then would have a solid future, it looks like. So I don't think Red Bull's really worried there, but I think a lot of other teams are like, oh wow. And if you race for, honestly, I think Leclerc needs to be a little worried because Behrman came in big, and if Hamilton comes in and absolutely destroys, the absolute amazing team to have in terms of grooming the next generation would be Hamilton into Behrman on Ferrari, in my opinion. But who knows? Senior previous question for senior previous state that felt like seasons was monopolizing too much players' attention time, events improving in that respect. Yeah, I think so, because I think you're attempting to complete content, and then once it's done, it's done. There aren't lots of quests each week, etc., etc. I think like you knocked out. Didn't on your main account? Didn't you knock out like tier 3 for all 3 of the first champions or something on like the first day or two? Like if you're actively playing, it's done, and then you're waiting until the next champion. The seed unlocks, right? Slot flex slot unlocks. If you're taking it a little slower, I mean, that may be different. Like on this account, it's obviously consuming a lot of my time, but this is a casual account. Yeah, Kaz of the Six. Behrman sounds like a good D&D name. I think it's more Man Bear Pigman, but Oliver Man Bear Pigman. I'm sorry, what? That's my name, Oliver Man Bear Pigman. You don't know everybody in Britain? It's a small island. Why not looking right? It's just an island. What's the problem? Uh, oh, Red Bull's got a lot of problems. And I hate how they just kind of glossed over them on the broadcast. I was like, oof. Oof. They were just like, there's a distraction that came up. And I'm like, that's not a distraction. What the hell? But, yeah. But yeah, I think for new player accounts, you're going to be constantly working. Like I'm right. Look, I have unlocked all three. I finished Briv Tier 1. We're about to finish Dark Urge Tier 1, and then but I'm playing casually, so limited amount of time. 5 days a week. So a casual new players accounts, yeah, you're going to be busy. But a casual new player account, I don't think they would have gotten tons out of seasons either. I mean, they would have gotten a good amount, but this is a bit more focused. I don't think a casual new player would have gotten tons of quests done. You know what I mean? So I'm not spending a lot of time on these. I'm bringing knowledge into it to be able to complete them, but I'm not putting a lot of time in, right? An event is too long if it lasts more than a week. I mean, obviously, CNE doesn't agree, and so it always lasted more than a week. So. Offline progress is doing a lot of heavy lifting for my account. Yeah, that's one thing I don't take advantage of on this account, right? Is offline progress. When I shut this down off stream, we have completed an adventure, and it sits on the campaign map until we come back. Everything's getting done on stream. What I did was, like, during the emergence event, I would AFK on a single level to earn my emergence tokens. Like the corrupted gems, but that was it. But do you know Bob? You must know Bob. Of course he knows Bob. Bob's your uncle, right? Isn't that everybody in the UK? Bob's your uncle? Isn't that how that works? All right, we got 100 areas to go, folks, but I don't think this is going to be a problem. I think this formation looks good. I think this is a solid formation that's going to have damage to get through this. I'm going to stop putting money into my click levels now. I'm just going to put it into the formation. I have an Uncle Bob's, if that helps. I'm not even in the UK. Technically, I have Uncle Bob. I do have more tokens up here. I can't remember who we bought. We bought chests for somebody. I don't remember who we bought chests. Oh no. Maybe we buy a Briv pack. Because a Briv pack would come with a gold chest for Briv, but 2 silvers, and that might get us the what we need, and then we could open. Yeah, let's go do that. Gotta be there's strategery involved here, folks. I gotta be strategic about it. Limited resources. You gotta involve the old strategery. Son of a. Hey, we got one at least. Alright. Technically, I've got enough tokens to do one more, but that's really going all in on Briv, which is technically what I would want to do anyway. I mean, the Dark Urge is 5 blue, a single purple. I'm happy. Dadius might need a little. We've got, don't I still have 2? I still have 2 variants to do for him, right? Yeah, so I got 2 more gold chests coming for him. He's going to need a little more love, but who knows? Maybe he'll get a good Electrum drop. I mean, honestly, he's in slot 5, so Briv is going to take priority. Oh yeah, I tried Destiny 2 for a little while right before the tree fell on my house, and then I, didn't play again. It had a lot going on. There's a lot going on. I was just trying to level up, and there was a lot going on, like their versions of seasons and things. Like, yeah, there's a lot. Can I get feats for event shape as a normal gold chest, or just named one? Feats only come from normal gold chests. They don't drop from named gold chests or group chests at all. Only regular gold chests that you buy with green gems. That's the only chests feats will drop from. Yep, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Come on. Wow, we got 2 pieces of gear and they were both white. Streamer lock. Unfortunately, I think didn't I already shiny this? I already shined at Theor Dinarax, so it's going to be something else. But, hashtag streamer luck. Okay, that's fine. And there's the green. That's what I really wanted. Where did it fall? I didn't. Oh, it was an ultimate cooldown. It's not the worst place for it, quite frankly. I won't waste item levels when I'm dumping lots of items into Briv, so that's fine. I'd already used a very rare potion of polish that I had from something on the slot 4. So, all right, but that means now we can open up all of these, and I've got 6 chests, so he's going to be done. We're going to go. Did we beat the pity timer? There's a blue. We beat the pity timer. Ultimate attack damage. I hate you. But we also had a blue in that one too, so double blue. What does it mean? Oh, one's a dupe. Damn. But we got the blue for Spiral the Griffin. We need the epic. We need the Theor Dinarax. That would be. It's really what we're going to be chasing in the long term here. There's Briv's health. We're good to go. There's the last one we needed. Now we're just chasing pity timers. Man, it was so close. Just one over here. Just move one over here. just get that purple run over here. But there we go. What's that put us at for our haste? 48.03%. 48.03%. Oh, and I can go get a golden chest too. Just a regular golden chest. Who got the blue? Oh, somebody got a purple. Minsk got an epic favorite enemies. Dang. Just you go, Minsk. I guess bounty contracts. Oh, there's the blacksmithing contracts. Right on to Briv. Right on to Briv. No, they both missed. Alright. That works, though. Progress. More progress. I mean, happy we got an epic. That's nice. Minsk is blue or better, but we have others. We have other cores who need blues. So. You got Theodinarax on your new player account? Lucky. Yeah, I mean it's still streamer like to get a shiny. In general, because normally you'd have to open, it's 1 in 1,000 chance, and you can open 1,000 and still not get it. So still feels like streamer luck to have opened, maybe a dozen total chests and get one for a champion. Minsk is now in speed mode. No, he's not. That would be boastful. He doesn't have an item for that. Wait for multiple blacksmithing contracts if RNG likes to spread them. I mean, as long as if the contract has is worth more than 1 item level, then it will spread them, right? Just kind of on its own now, which is good. Back in the day, it used to just pick an item, and you just get screwed. And now it just takes the total and just tries to distribute them randomly. It's way better. To be honest, I bought Golden Theater and for $10. Yeah, if you could see it as $10, yeah. $10 is the nice discount pricing for the Golden Theodinarax. Wild offers aren't usually $5 though. I've never seen a $5 wild offer. I've only ever seen like wild offers like 10 or special offers for that for like 10. Maybe I just haven't seen anything good. So a 24-hour $5? Yeah, I don't know. Can't do it. Gotta go faster. Dismantled Darius by his chest pack with G's and dismantle. The cash purchases don't dismantle, but that's not really. That's manipulating the system to get a GE. That's not the same as having a Golden Theodinarax show up in a wild offer. It's if you spend tokens on Dadius that it dismantles the turns off the dismantle. Do VIPs sit in chat's front row? I mean, I guess that just depends on where you're comfortable sitting. VIP means you can post links. You just still gotta keep them clean, and the bot isn't as rude to you. You know, my bouncer isn't as mean to you at the door. Did we have the end game pop up? Well, we're gonna have an ad starting soon. Whoops. I just missed being able to snooze that for a little bit. Oh well. 90-second ad playing. Sorry, folks. I didn't realize we were there already. You're from in-game, ready for the ad. Thanks. Appreciate it. Thanks for the support. Watching the ad supports the channel. Give about 40 seconds. We should be back, folks. Suppose you sit in silence. Well, hey. Yay. Yeah, with other games, I just keep playing and talking and whatever. But for this one, I don't like to answer questions and stuff when we're off. When we're off on an ad break, or at least what should be a scheduled ad break. Welcome back, everybody. If you got an ad, it should be done now. Yeah. So we're working on a new player count today. Well, we've been working on a new player count every day for the foreseeable future. We're doing the last of Dark Urge's variants. And yeah, Letty, there's a snooze option for ads. When it comes up, you only get like 3 snoozes per stream or whatever, but it delays it a bit in case you're in the middle of something important when the ad says it's about to happen. Or you can subscribe and it's a permanent snooze. But it should only ever be like 90 seconds of ads on every 30 minutes. And yeah, Garbled, we get one every Monday as long as I'm here. We get one on Mondays. That reminds me, this was the weekend. We need to hold on. Weekend buffs expired. Let me get my weekday buffs going. It'll be right back up, folks. That'll help. Hopefully it hits somebody that I'm using and it helps me complete these variants. Let's go take a look. Valentine. I don't even have Valentine game. I do have Calliope and Nayeli though. So we're not using Calliope, but I'll take the Nayeli buff. I'll take the Nayeli buff this week. Right. Smoke Badger, is there any good place for a good formation? I don't know what that means. Once I managed to hit 400, mostly it's about 261, 280. Like in the event, Dadius's event run is probably the best place to do it, and in events you can usually go further than in other places. So in a Dadius free play, he's got a 2 champion front line. That's a decent formation. It's decently new player friendly. So, yeah. Subscribe to Guard. It's a permanent snooze. Context? Well, I think I'm good without context. Hello. Do you know Dark Urge's tier 3 feat will be purchasable with gems after? No, it's event earnable. Like it's earnable by climbing the Dark Urge's tiers, variant tiers. That's it. That's a reward for that only. If you're stuck right now and you're not quite there, just remember we got a couple more weeks left for you to try to get more power. Favor's probably not going to help much at that kind of level, but other account power is if you've got legendaries, getting legendary levels can help quite a bit. Otherwise, trying to repipe like finding a better piping situation for your Modron core and that kind of stuff. Zuzhin, what to do to get the chest? There's a code on the screen up there. Limo needs to LA. Limonids to LA. I don't know what today's code is. Yeah, you just put that in the cryptex. So you click up here on chests. Control. Oh no, I regular clicked. Hold on. Control click and it flies open, and then you put it in. Limo needs to oh, oops, that was 2 Ds. To LA, or copy paste it. I already claimed it. Yeah, that's how you get your free Electrum chest. Oh, Satesh, did you finish Darius' tier 4 quest? On my main account, not yet. I finished the first variant. The second variant almost stopped me. Might have, except my bud broke. The bud's buggy. Bud went buggy, and I was able to fire breath, and it just flew me through it with my event 1 tier boon. Event tier 1 boon, whatever the hell they are. I don't know. It's got that fire breath potion active. But I'm on the third one on my main account right now. And I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. Daddy's tier 4 is pretty rough. Yeah. But I like that. I like that it's a challenge, right? We'll see if it happens or not. I don't know. Maybe I have to go invest some legendary levels into them. German Goliath, any advice on Briv's Festival Fools get to 450 variant? The variant for 450? You stuck at 250. If you're at 250, then you're just not. Then you just can't do it yet. Not everybody like I'm a new player. Yeah, I mean I'm on a new player account. There's no way I'm gonna be able to finish this. You don't have to. The event isn't like if you're on a new to moderately new account. Tier 1 is the content that you're looking to complete. If you can dip your toes into tier 2, great. But yeah, it's not. The events now are not meant to, like, tier 1 is the portion that anybody can do, and then beyond that is a level, is a measure of your overall account power and your ability to, build formations and stuff. You've got 3 carts. It actually counts as 3 escorts instead of 2, which is what it technically should only count as. So you can try someone like Desmond if you have Desmond giving you a boost based off escorts. Toss in some dead people like Spurt and Blueshy if you got them. Like that's kind of how I got to the end with like on my account. But yeah, it's not everybody's gonna be able to get to all the things. It's part of this system. It's just like patron variants. It's something you work on over time. You'll come back later and hopefully have more power when it comes around again, or when you try to do it again. If they ever add this functionality to time gates, I don't know. Otherwise, next year when the event returns, you'll be in a very different place power-wise. Please check what they're offering you with the 3 chest weekly buff pack. Oh, okay. A Nayeli Golden Epic. Nayeli Golden Epic. So if you already have this from something, then it wouldn't offer anything. But yeah, that's it. Do I want to? I don't need to open that. I'm now at the point where I can save silver chests for use somewhere else. Save them up for my next evergreen unlock, which will be a Zaka once I'm done doing event stuff. So I won't get the tier 4 rewards this time around, and Dark Urge will be flex next year. Do you think those will still be available? Oh yeah, I mean, it's still, these are permanent rewards. These are permanent progress rewards. So whatever you didn't earn now will be available in the future. And if you earn them all now, then you're done. Lemonade sounds delicious. It kind of does. Lemonids. What would a lemonade be? It's like some kind of a lemon snack, right? It's not like quite lemonade, but it's probably got like a lemonade kind of flavor. Kind of like lemon heads. I don't know if everybody's had it. I don't think in some places they probably haven't had lemon heads, but lemon heads are like a lemon flavored candy here in the US. Tier 4 Light in the Darkness is rough. Yeah, that's the one where my bud broke and I was able to finish it, but yeah, I mean, I very well might not be able to do Dadius's final variant on my main account until next year. I don't know. Tilo, is Nordum worth getting? She got the fast core the other day, but I feel like it's going to take forever to level up. He won't help you level. He won't help you level that up. Nordum, despite the ability that gives you extra XP, Nordum is not who helps you level up your Modron cores. Speed champions are the same speed champions you would use for gem farming are the ones that you would want to level your Modron core up, because that's really the fastest way to do it. You hop into Mad Wizard and you gem farm with that core enabled, and you're flying through levels and cycling, resets over and over and over again, and that's how you level up your core quickly. After you have all of the potential speed champions and you've invested in them to make them as fast as they can go, then adding Nordum is the final way to help. But basically all the other like gem farming speed champions are better for you to level up your core with than Nordum. It's unfortunate. Nordum needs some love. Slayer, is there a more efficient way to open chests in order to get the best drops? Yes. Do I open them in a certain order or wait until I have a certain amount of chests? It's a certain order. So like with event champions, we were just doing this earlier. And well, oh no, I got everybody out of the whites. You open Electrums first. Electrums and named silvers. Trying to get yourself up to green or better gear, like with Dadius. I'm into the green or better gear range. Once you're into green or better, then you can start popping golds. And the reason is those Electrums and the named silvers will get you lots of whites and greens, occasionally blues, but lots of whites and greens. Now a gold can drop a green, but you don't want a green out of such a hard to come by chest. You want the guaranteed blue because it can guarantee a green or a blue. So you can get yourself into a 6 blue, like into what my Briv is. This was 6 Briv gold chests. So 5 blues and a purple, which is exactly what you want. Same over here with the Dark Urge. So that's the efficient way to open them. Whereas if I had opened the golds early, I might have wasted a gold chest on a green item effectively. and not gotten any blues. You don't know, because yeah, it's weird. But that's the most efficient way to do it. So electrums into named silvers. Electrums while you're getting them. Once you run out, named silvers, and then but don't open the golds until you get full green or better. It's the same way if you unlock a new evergreen champion. You just want to open silver chests. I'm going to store these silvers up for Zaka when I get her. Silver chests first until you're green, and then back to gold chests. The 10 slot formation, who do you swap spots 11 and 12 for? Oh, like the champions? It just depends. It depends on what kind of champions you need. What's your formation layout? Struggling to find a way to use the dart any spot you put him in lowers your DPS. It may just be that you don't have enough favor to use him yet. It just at level 1, he isn't necessarily going to come in and be a good DPS for you. He needs to level up. And that's a function of your favor. But he likes to be on the top or bottom edge of the formation, or the front or back edge. He likes to be on the edge. He wants to be near champions that also have the DPS tag but aren't like pure DPS. You want like a DPS support or a DPS tank next to him to help maximize one of his buffs. He likes to have lots of other tadpoles in the party, so other absolute adversaries or people with tadpole feats. So if those conditions can't be met, he's not going to be a big player for you damage-wise. I'm not necessarily meeting those conditions. He's still doing a good amount of damage, and that's in part due to his gear. I've got pretty decent gear on him for as fresh out of the box as he is. So there's lots of reasons why it might not be working for you. But like I'm keeping him on the edge, but I kind of have to give up some of his living on the edge stacks because I do need Celeste to buff him. Otherwise, if I had a swap for Celeste, I would be doing it like this, which would get him more edge stacks, but this is a better situation generally for buffs at the moment for him. So it just depends on who you're supporting him with, and how much favor do you have. Like I've got him into about 150 right now on upgrades, so he's in a good spot on his damage curve. We're working on we need a specialization choice to really kind of give him some more. Princess Jessie, I just started playing a few days ago. Welcome to the game. I've been using your guides to progress. Thank you for everything you've done to the community. You're welcome. And I now have more stuff. I now have some video. I don't know that they're really guides, but I've been playing this new player account, and I went ahead over the weekend and chopped up every adventure and variant we've been in their own episodes. So if you hit ! YouTube, there's now an Idle Champions free-to-play playthrough playlist that's got 19 different things targeted to the actual adventure variant now. And now when I go back through and I go through guides and update guides, I'm going to link to YouTube videos instead of Twitch VODs going forward. But we got to get all those made first. But in that video, then you get random conversations like this one. But sometimes, we're talking about stuff that helps people, right? Other times we're talking about Formula One or MMOs of the past. Look, here's what it is. Here's what it is. Thought of lemon heads and made it. I just said that. Lemon heads are my favorite. Lemon heads are pretty good. I haven't had them in a while. I haven't had lemon heads in a while. You know what I also like this lemon flavored is lemon flavored Jolly Ranchers. When you get like the bag of Jolly Ranchers, individually wrapped Jolly Ranchers, and that was where you'd get the lemon ones. Yeah, lemonade Jolly Ranchers. They'll put a pucker on your mouth, but in a good way. Oh, this is sour. Mm-hmm. Doing Ragged Draga's variant, okay. With your patrons. Setting a Shara DPS. Okay, so that means you want to build Potpourri and then who knows what else. Keelik and Miria. Yeah, healers aren't necessarily necessary. If you have Miria, that's solid, but you get Daddy Strix, Ariza, and Dark Urge. I mean, I feel like you have to look at how many Potpourri. Like, are you at 4 Potpourri already? And then what's your second specialization? And just make sure you got to get both. For Ashara, you want to get a 4/4. So if Potpourri, if she's DPS, you need 4 matches. And then for whatever her second spec is, you want to try to get 4 matches. That's really how you target her power. But she absolutely has to have Potpourri at 4 to go deep as DPS. You don't always necessarily have to build the second one, but it is... I mean, you can try a couple different things there. Stuck at 1369 on tier 4 Light in the Darkness. It is close, but that is a ways to go. It is close. Bud's Bug, you might do it. I don't remember what the 1400 Frost Giant had for health. I know I was in that same range, and I was using. I switched over to like Caddy Bree DPS because she rocks on my main account. And she was tearing it up, but and then I broke it because I was like, well, let me see if I throw Orkira in for debuffs. Is that? Oh, and then I was like, oh, but it turned out Bud had already been buggy because Blushi was sitting at 0 as well and started triggering Bud. So yeah, it just went all broken after that, and I finished it. Meanwhile, I'm imagining a wargaming thing for Lemonids where one player simply deployed a number of lemons as their army. I mean... After my speed core is maxed, is it better to switch cores and level them up with my speed team or keep gem farming with the speed team and max out the speed core? I mean, once you unlock the fast core, that should be the one that becomes your primary core that you're using and leveling and getting to 15. And then your pipe should go in that one. It's really going to help you fly through the most amount of content. You can throw your other core in your other cores into background parties to slowly level up. At some point, if you just want to get them to 15 fast, they're going to need to go into your primary party, which again should be a speed team like in Mad Wizard, just to get them done. Oh, okay, hold on. Nope, we are not breaking into his armor. Why not? Why not? We got damage. Minsk, boo! Go for the eyes. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I don't know. Oh no. This is the problem with the Dark Urge DPS is he's not removing a lot of chunks. Not removing a lot of chunks. So we got E42 health. What? Hitch. Swap Hitch. Hitch bounce some daggers, could you? That was better. That was better than Dark Urge. We have enough damage on Hitch, so he's going to remove more chunks than the Dark Urge will. That's why I've been using a Shara DPS usually. Come on, one more. There it is. There it is. Okay, now we can go back over here. Dark Urge is good at just AoE wave clear, but with a single attack, he's not going to help you remove a lot of chunks. So yeah, when you finally go to level up other cores, if you just want to force them to 15 as quickly as possible, you do it with speed teams. You do it with speed teams in a fast area. Again, Mad Wizard is for early on. You can tie it into a Briv gem farm later once you get into that kind of mode of thinking. But speed teams let you get to 15 on a core real quick. But your fast core should just be your the one that you're building up and using to complete stuff with. It's got a solid. Not only does it have the speed effects, which are super helpful, but it has a solid amount of power, comparable to the Modest core. Not quite as good, but close enough. How do you get named Silver Chest now with the Events 2.0? You come over to the shop. We just did this earlier. And you go like, hey, I want Dadius chests. And you spend your penance, the event tokens, on Dadius chests. It gives you a pack of 2 silvers and 1 gold. That's how you get gear now, beyond just doing the variant tiers. That's what all those penance are for, is you just buy them right out of the store. You don't got to grind anything. So your time is spent trying to do, attempting variants and doing other variants and doing regular campaign stuff or grinding green gems or whatever you want. And you just buy all the stuff out of the store for tokens. I think for new players, the correct way is to grab the 3 champs they can from the event, right, on day 1 of an event. Then go back to permanent campaigns to get blessings before trying a variance? I don't know. I didn't do that on this account. I'm cruising through the tier 1 stuff. My blessings are a double damage from tier 1 in Torm and Gem Hunter. I don't have anything after that. And I have nothing in Kalimvor yet, and I'm able to do tier 1. If you want to go past tier 1, yeah, then your time might be better trying to get some other like global pushing perks or blessings, excuse me. Screwed myself up. Global blessings from the campaigns you're in, if you can. That's going to help a little bit, not necessarily a lot. But yeah, overall progress is something you'll need. But tier 1, I think you'll be fine on. We have lemon sherbets in the US? A hard candy with sherbet? I don't think so. The only kind of sherbet I know is like the frozen dessert. So, yeah. What did I use for the other slots for Caddy DPS for Light in the Dark? Oh, didn't I? Hold on, let me see. Did I post that one in the... This was last night before I went to bed, folks. So, good luck. My memory on that. Nope, that was Rampage of Redemption. That's Time for Bloody Murder. Did I not? I don't know. I was working... So I was basing it around, we were talking Light in the Dark. I had Desmond in, I had Blueshy tanking, I had Spurt as another dead person, and then I had Caddy Bree and I was as DPS, and I was swapping the other person I was swapping around trying to find someone that was going to do good. Birdsong support, Birdsong's buff, her buff jumps gaps, so that was working to a certain extent, and then it stopped. And then I didn't try it the other way around. I didn't try Birdsong DPS with Caddy Bree support. That might have been functional. And then I've swapped through a bunch of people in that Birdsong slot, and then hit Orkira, and then everything broke, which I should have known. I should have known everything was going to break at that point. But Jeremy, continuing quests are constantly changing when done with objective. Oh, like if we're doing a variant, once this gets to, like, the goal here is 175. Once we get to 175, we're done. We're getting out. Now, if you're pushing through a campaign and you're just doing regular adventures in the campaign, you have to look at how much favor you have and like what are the difficulty ratings of the upcoming content. If it doesn't show as green, You might want to do deep pushes, which means continuing past the completion point to get favor. $84K out of $250K for the Briv achievement. Yeah, so area 48 and the multiples of it in Nerves of Steel, Briv's Nerves of Steel variant. You get 3x attack speed on all the enemies. Area 48 is ranged enemies, and so setting Briv up there is... You can get a lot. It is a bit manual, because Briv, potentially, unless you have a beefy Briv and some and good healing, he's going to fall over eventually, but... The Russian size are a little too high up even for Boo. How dare you say Boo has a limiter? How dare you? There we go. Now we've got the ultimate for the Dark Urge. Just for the fun of it. Ad break. I'll get back to... Man, I'm way behind in chat. I will get back to catching up in chat once we're back from the ad break. I just realized I forgot to set a new follower goal. Why do I do that here? Oh no. Hang on, we gotta do that. Okay. There it is. There it is. It says it's already out here. Is it? I don't see it. Oh, there it is. It is already out here. I'm an idiot. Okay. Now, this just in. Start new goal. New follower goal started. We're at 5,012 out of 6969, which we determined would be the next follower goal. Who's the best support champion in slot 6? Oh, 6 is super competitive. Crawl is usually my new player recommendation for new players. Shandy is also good there. But there's a lot of good in seat 6 now. But usually the first two recommended are Crawl and Shandy, and those are the two I use the most. Alindra right after that, probably. I can't remember off the top of my head everybody else. There's a lot of 6 is a lot nicer now. It's a lot smoother. I mean, Ashara exists there and is always a solid support champion. Yeah, thank you, Black Widow. Yeah, we hit it on Saturday before the stream started. We hit the goal. I wouldn't say Dungeon Master is a great support champion. Dungeon Master has a very niche functionality. I think if we get more and more of the Saturday morning squad in the game, Dungeon Master may become far more useful in that formation. But Sergeant Knox is probably the weakest, but ironically, he's one of the strongest new player Like, he's great for new players. I wish he hadn't been an event champion. I wish he'd been an evergreen, like something they could just give people away, like new players as a reward for some early collection quest, because he actually synergizes really well with Makos and Celeste, and you're really usually only using those as a new player. So he ends up being weaker once you're past that stage. Shadowheart's now in, yeah. Fen is solid. Like I said, 6 is super competitive now. You're a tier 4. But I mean, I don't know. Then at that point, it's like, I don't know. Where'd you put your legendary effects? But like, I use Crawl. I'm a tier 4 player, so I tend to go with Crawl a lot. He's still strong. He never got weaker. They didn't nerf him. Crawl's still there. Crawl's still there. I mean, see, the problem here is the Dark Urge is just hitting right here, which is all the stuff that isn't counting for quest progress. Oh, is it Radger? I'm going to go with Radger unless you tell me otherwise. Questions about legendary items. You only have distinct buffs by item. Is that right? I mean, so the way the legendary system works is you're adding a legendary effect to an item, and there's 6 different possible effects. And when you go to forge a legendary, it rolls like every champion has a list of 6. It doesn't matter for what item; it's for all their items, the same list of 6. And you will roll off of that list, and the first 6 times you forge or reforge, it pulls out, you like does 1, and then it's the remaining 5, and then the remaining 4, and then so on. And then once you've forged or reforged through all those 6, then it becomes random. But every item can only have 1 effect on it. What item level is my Crawl on my main account? I have no idea. I don't have my main account open. I have this open. I have all my streaming stuff. Oh, and hey, I'm farming silver in Raid. Oh, hold on, I should close this out. I didn't realize it was done. So far, I don't get to... Oh, I finally kept 1 item so far. All right. It's fine. I needed the silver anyway, but... Oh, I just shouldn't have sold that one. Whoops. Oh, well. No, I don't get sold. Oh, okay. You have to keep 2 items. Should have been 3, but... Oh, well. Oh, well. I can't miss something when I didn't really fully see it in the first place, right? All right. Let me close this. When I close this, I can open up... If I shut this down, I can open up my my main account. Otherwise my computer goes into overdrive with the fans, and everything gets unhappy in here. It's already like a little warmer than I like it. Is it technically possible to have the same buff on 2 different items for the same champion? Yes. Yes. Currently, it's possible to get all 6 items with the same buff. However, there's a weird bug around that, and we brought it up to the devs, and I was hoping the bug was that, like, after a certain number, 3 or 4 of the same effect, the effect disappears from the list. Like, it's not supposed to be available anymore. But you can keep getting it. so I brought that up with the devs, and it might be that wasn't supposed to happen. Like, you can't get them on all 6, but I'm pulling for all 6 the same. That's my personal goal. Okay, my crawl is. Hold on, go into. There it is. Okay, it's like everything disappeared for a second. It said it was all locked. It's processing. Scrolling, sort and filter by slot. Okay, seats. Okay, 6. Average item level 344 on my crawl. 344. And he has 3 goldens and 3 silvers. One of the goldens is pilfer. His pain is a silver. So, he's pretty strong. Right. It looks like my formation on a wise endeavor is getting me past. Oh, hey, we finished. Has gotten me past 1400, but I need to get to 1600. I don't understand why the urge is Artemis's picture. Not a good question. Why is the picture for the Dark Urges achievement called the Urge? Picture of Artemis. Oh boy. Oh boy. Because that was just one of the variants, though. That wasn't. That's just one of the variants. I don't think this formation is getting me to 1600, folks. I'm going to close that back down because my computer's